Welcome to the Transparent FX Academy. I'm Nick, and I'm a top author on TradingView with over 190k reputation points. In this video, I will be speaking about USDCHF. Now, as usual, to keep the video as educational as possible, first, I will be covering the technical aspect for this market. Then we will be moving to the order flow by looking at the commitment of traders, so the COT data, so essentially what hedge funds and the big players in the market are doing and how they're moving their orders. And by the end of the video, by using a combination of these two different types of analysis, we will try to understand where we have the highest probabilities for the next potential move here for this pair. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. This is the place to be for high quality, free trading education. Now, without further ado, let's jump straight onto the charts. Now, starting from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that we have a market which at the moment is approaching a quite strong level of previous monthly support, which is now turned resistance. In fact, from here, all this previous move to the upside was created, then the market broke below that zone, and this previous support was turned resistance here. At the moment, the market is testing exactly that previous support and resistance, and there is definitely the possibility to see some bearish price action being created away from this zone. We can also notice that from a pattern standpoint, we have a clear impulse followed by a correction. And in general, after an impulse, if you want to measure the correction, you have to take your Fibonacci from the high to the low of the impulse leg. And if we do that, we can see how we have the 0.32 and 50% retracements lining up exactly with this area of previous support and resistance that we have just identified, creating a confluence of resistance inside of this area, which we could in fact expect this market to potentially test and then to reject to the downside. So the monthly time frame at the moment seems quite bearish. Now, if we drop down on the weekly time frame, what do we see? Well, from a weekly perspective, we can notice how the market at this area has previous weekly support, which is now turned resistance. The market has already started rejecting it to the downside. Currently, it seems like the market is heading for another test of this zone. If we will see another test of this area, there is good probability to see some short-term bearish price action being created away from this zone, because it is quite clear how during this massive move to the downside, in which clearly sellers were in control, anyway, new players entered into this market buying at this level, creating this green candle, meaning that this green candle is now a level of previous support, turn resistance, and also quite strong supply. So if the market will go and head into this zone, there is good probability to see a reaction to the area. Dropping down on the daily time frame, what do we see? Now, from a daily perspective, I did speak about USDCHF quite a few times in the past. I spoke about it in the last few days when the market was around this area, and I explained all the reasons for which we could expect this rejection lower. And then from here, I made another breakdown explaining all the reasons for which we could expect a rejection to the upside, which in fact is exactly what the market just gave us. And by the way, I will link this previous analysis in the description, so you can go and check them out for more free education. Now, if we go and see what we have when it comes to the commitment of traders, before we dig deeper into the technicals that we have here on the daily time frame, let's first of all check the data for the CHF. Now, keep in mind that if we're checking the data for the CHF, we're actually already checking CHF USD, because all currencies on the spot are traded against the USD. And if we check data for the CHF, we can see how with the last reports, net positions have been massively increased, going from minus 20.2k net positions all the way up to minus 3.9k net positions, showing a strong increase of the net positioning, meaning that institutions have been moving back to the bullish side for the CHF. And if institutions are moving to the bullish side for the CHF, they're actually moving to the bearish side for USDCHF, because a strengthening CHF makes USDCHF weaker and means that institutions are shorting USDCHF because, as I just explained, all currencies on the spot are traded against the USD. Now, by the way, if you are enjoying the analysis, make sure to also follow me on my Telegram channel. You find it here on the screen and also in the comments below, so you never miss on my updates. Continuing with analysis here from a daily perspective, what we can see is that if from here the market will continue higher, heading into the resistance zone that is around this area that we have previously identified, at that point we would also have the creation of a W formation from a daily perspective. And after the creation of a W, we could expect a rejection lower for the completion of the pattern. So if the market from here will continue higher, creating the W formation and testing that resistance, what I would expect in a situation like this? Well, as usual, trading is reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily timeframes combined with the COT data, those are the best timeframes from a directional perspective. However, when it comes to identifying early shifts in a trend of a market, the best timeframes for that are the intraday timeframes, so 4 hour and lower. Therefore, what I would expect is that if this market would shift from an intraday bullish market to an intraday bearish market, at that point I would expect a potential move lower, and I wouldn't be surprised of a potential move lower completing this W formation. Now, if you want to learn more, I really suggest that you go and check out the transparentfxtrading.com website, which you find linked both in description and on the main page of my YouTube channel. Here, you have the possibility to gain access to the most complete, all-inclusive mentorship program that I have created for you. As soon as you open the website, you will see this video breaking down everything included in the mentorship program. And in the program, you have the possibility to gain access to all my courses and also to the software, so the COT data software, which is exactly the one that we used in this analysis, the trading station software with Telegram signals integration, which puts together everything that you need as a trader all in one interface. You also have the possibility to gain access to one-on-one private mentoring directly with me, so you will have my personal contact. And if you continue to scroll down on the website, you will see that directly from the website, you will have the possibility to register and gain automatically access with the email and password that you will create during the registration process. So at least I suggest that you go and check it out right now. The link is both in description and in the main page of my YouTube channel, and I will see you in it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like and also let me know in the comments below for any new pairs or topics that you would like me to cover in my next videos. And I will see you in my next breakdown.